Hello and welcome to today's activity here at our English channel. Today's event will be the Tamayatra procession candle lighting for today. And I will be your host, Shawnee. And for this session, there will be English and a live translation offered throughout the entire program, including the translation for the English program and the English meditation by Venerable Pasra. So welcome everyone to our program for today. We are blessed to have you join us. And if you are joining us through Zoom, if you're joining us through any online channel, make sure to be able to participate by having your cameras on, dressing in white attire, and also be able to participate. Feel free to participate in the chat room because everyone here will be able to know the energy and the good energy that we're having at the candle lighting for today. So for the event that we are honoring for today is the January 8th, and this is the second candle lighting session that we are having after visiting and having the Tamayatra procession to the resolution site where Longpu, Great Master, made the vow to ordain for the rest of his life. So after the Tamayatra procession from yesterday, walking a total of 4 kilometers to the site, or symbolizing walking to the site in honor of our great master, now we will commemorate today's important pilgrimage path by having a candle lighting session here at the Mahathamagaya Jaiya, the pagoda of 1,000,000 Buddhas at Wat Phra Thamagaya, Thailand in Pathum Thani. So once again, if you're joining us through Zoom, make sure that you can share the event and let other people know that you're joining. If you are here and having your cameras on, you can have white attire on, have a candle ready to light along with the other candles being lit here at the Tamagaya Jaiya. And you can light that candle and show it and display it in front of your Zoom camera. You can also be able to participate in the chat and allow people to know that you are here. Maybe, especially if you're in the English channel, you can chat in the program and let people know where you're from, what time it is, what time zone it is here in that channel. And also have some pride and represent the channel that you are in, especially for the Zoom channel. So today, now it is 5:30 Bangkok time here in Pathum Thani, Thailand. And the area that we're having our candle lighting procession is here at Wat Phra Thamagaya at the Mahathamagaya Jaiya, the pagoda of 1,000,000 Buddhas. And this Jaiya, this pagoda, is actually one of the largest pagodas here in Thailand. By each side, including the meditation stadium, which the Tamayatra monks were able to have a procession around. The total area covers about 1 kilometer each side, cubic kilometer. So that makes it for about 1,000,000 square meters, allowing for the stadium itself to hold up to 1,000,000 people. Actually, due to the COVID social distancing measures, we are still able to have a candle lighting session, and we are still able to have our volunteers come and attend the program for today. But with the social distancing measures, everyone is to maintain about 3 meters apart from one another, making sure that they have their vaccination IDs in check, and making sure to limit any risk of any spreading of any viral infections. At the Wat Phra Thamagaya, the pagoda itself holds a Guinness World Record of having the largest candle imagery being lit in the world. And if you've joined any of our programs from before, you will know that at the candle lighting is one of the bigger events that we have here at Wat Pratamagaya Jadea, especially over Zoom, because candle lighting is something that can be easily seen. It's a good visual, and it is a large visual that we can get in order to honor and pay respect to the Lord Buddha. And as for today, we are paying respect to the Lord Buddha and the Great Master himself. So having a Guinness World Record in our back pocket is quite exciting, and we are once more having another candle lighting session for this program. And if you would like, don't forget to bring a personal candle so you can have a light of peace internationally, along with many others who are joining this program throughout the world. Another big event that has been held at the Tamagaya Pagoda is the V-Star project, in which the Tamagaya initiative invited students, Thai students from all over the country, including teachers, to come and join for what it is a moral initiative to improve the morality, to have a basis of morality and virtue for everyone in Thailand, starting from students. And so the biggest gathering we've been able to have at the Tamagaya Pagoda, 1 million Buddhas, is a gathering of 100,000 people, Thai students all coming together to meditate, to chant, to learn more about Buddhism. And that was a huge program that was able to unite schools from all over Thailand, provinces from all over Thailand, teachers from all over Thailand to revitalize the morality project, and also to instill the importance of Buddhism here, especially after the COVID situation. The social distancing measures has been debilitating for Buddhism, since each temple depends on the lay people in order to provide the necessities and in order to provide the required food to keep the monkhood sustained. However, in this program that we're having here, it's a very rare sight to see 1,000 or more monks coming together to light candles, to walk in a procession. And this is definitely a visual that reinforces that Buddhism, that meditation is still well alive in the country of Thailand. And therefore, having us come together and joining our minds and our hearts for this program, this is not just a small act, but it is a marathon that we are running, and a step in the marathon that we are running to bring and to showcase the power of having peace that can be. So anyway, for the procession recap that we had yesterday we had a Tamayatra walk. Due to the social distancing measures, usually we would walk from the area of each pilgrimage path to pilgrimage path. And this is quite a big project requiring so many volunteers to come and make it happen together. But however, having so many people to come in different areas out into several different areas, especially with the Omicron situation happening in Thailand, it would not be possible. Therefore, we are holding it and holding a procession here at the Tamagaya Jadea and also at Wat Pratamagaya to make sure that there is still a procession happening. And as we can see, if you joined yesterday, you will see that many lay people have actually came to come and welcome the Tamayatra monks. During the COVID situation, the temple has maintained a limited entry in order to risk any possible spread, because there are so many people here, lay people, Sangha members living together. And therefore, by making it a contained social bubble, it secures and makes sure that everyone is safe. So therefore, the lay people have this desire, would love to come and make merit, to do good deeds, to come and welcome and show their respect for the Triple Gem. And so yesterday was definitely a chance for them to do that. If you went and joined the procession yesterday, you would see that with the social distancing measures, lay people were able to come and pay respect to the procession the monks throughout the entire length of the procession. And the entire length itself made up to about 5 kilometers, walking from the start to the finish line. And of course, these Tamayatra monks are monks who have ordained, given up their possessions, given up their jobs, given up their families in order to ordain during the time of December. And with each year, January would usually be the year that Wat Prathamakaya would come and pay respect to our great master. And we would invite the Tamayatra monks to go on a special procession, a training, allowing them to train themselves for this program for in honor of our great masters. And so seeing the lay people in person and also seeing them in Zoom through the display was something that was able to make them feel that their training was worth it, to make them feel that their training was uh, something that was instilling virtue into their program. And I've heard from some of people that if you were able to see the Tamayatra monks, some of them had teardrops coming out because they were so happy and so blessed to be able to walk in a procession and seeing so many people come out and saying "Satu, Satu, Satu," well said, in honor and respect of them. Welcoming them was an unforgettable visual and an unforgettable experience. As for today, the importance of today's event is that today we are paying respect to the resolution site, the site where Longpu Wat Bak Nam, the rediscover of the meditation Tamakaya method, made the vow and resolution to ordain for the rest of his life. In today's program, you might see that the presiding monk will continue to talk about the importance of this event, what happened at that time, but I'll briefly give you an overview about the event that happened. Of course, the first place that we paid respect to was the birthplace of Longpu Wat Bak Nam in Sangpinong, which is actually a province close to Bangkok, but not within Bangkok. And so because the Sangpinong is close to a canal and Longpu grew up in a family that grew rice, he was the next inheritor to his family's rice business. One of the changing points in Longpu's life, in his great master's life, is that at the age of 14, his father passed away, leaving Longpu to inherit the entire family business, the entire family fortune, and to support his family at the age of 14. Of course, he was one of the younger siblings and the younger children of his family. However, because he was the man, he was to inherit that role and to support his entire family who has still yet to grow up, who has still yet to find a way to support themselves. However, he continued that business and did well enough until at the age of 19, which was the age where he would be beginning to think about whether he wants to continue his family business. And this is a ripe age for him to really focus on the future, his own future. At the age of 19, the area of Sangpinong is an area that is close to Bangkok, and so they would use a canal in order to ferry rice back to the city and then bring the money back to his homeland. The canal itself is connected to several bunches of other canals, but it is the main traffic way for people at that time to ferry goods and to transport goods because at that time cars were not common. Lungpu using the canal, and because the canal is a place where people would ferry goods, that is also makes it a prime place for robbers to come by and wait to rob people and to get their goods, to get their money. So Longpu at that time ferrying rice to the city of Bangkok, trading the rice for money, now is going back. Now he is in a boat, he is in the canal with his crewmen in a very vulnerable situation. At that time, it was dark, it was quiet, and he noticed that the waters were very still, making it quite a vulnerable experience for him, making him realize at that time the importance of life. He noticed that possibly at that time he may be ambushed by robbers, causing him to have to fend them off, and at that point having a chance to lose his life. So what Thai people would usually do is have his henchmen bear the front of the ship to defend while he maintains in the back in order to make sure that the goods and his funds that he got were safe. Longpu at that time had the thought that why would the people who he hired have to risk their life in order to make sure that his money, his boat, and himself are safe? And so he sent his crewman back, took out his own rifle, and went to the front of the ship to protect it. At that point, uh, it was quite a sensitive time, and Longpu had the thought that would continue to change the trajectory of his life onwards after that. Longpu, having a very conscientious father who raised them well, who took care of the family business quite well, saw that his father worked throughout his entire life and worked quite hard to make sure that his family was well cared for. He was able to raise a rice selling business and to make sure that everything ran smoothly. But seeing his father pass away at the age of 14 and seeing that his ancestors have also passed away, the thought occurred to him that having worked so hard in this life for wealth to make sure that his family is well off, he was unable to take any of that with him to the afterlife. In the end, his father died alone, and Longpu was left wondering what exactly did he work so hard for when in the end that wealth and that hard work that he did would not be able to benefit him in the afterlife. In the end, what did his father and his ancestors who worked so hard to earn a living accumulate? And so having that thought, Wen Hu began to realize that life was filled about things that at that time is important to take care of, but he still lacked the knowledge about what life was truly about. And he knew that he lacked the knowledge about what it is having a basis uh, of Buddhist concepts, of Buddhist knowledge, knew that there was more to be learned. And therefore, he made the resolution at that time, passing through the canal in the waters that were quite dark, quiet, at that point, almost risking his life, knowing that there is a chance that he will lose his life at that moment. He made a resolute vow that if he were to pass the canal with his life intact, with his life of the crewman intact, he will ordain for his life as a Buddhist monk in order to search about the truth, in order to learn more about the value in life and to find out what is truly worth working hard for in life. Of course, he was able to pass through the canal without having unharmed. And so that was the point where Long Bu was ready to make sure that he was able to stick with the words that he made at that time. And so Long Bu continued, he did not ordain immediately. He continued to work quite hard to make sure to save enough money so that when he ordained, the money that he had would be able to take care of the rest of his family for their entire life, especially his mother, and that the rice selling business was in order when he left. And that is the story and the site at the canal of Bang Nang Teng Canal that we are paying respect to for today. And as we learn more about the pilgrimage path and the 5 pilgrimage paths that we have left, we'll learn that Longpu has kept true to his word every single day, every step of the way of his entire life, to make sure that he was able to find out the truth of the world, to rediscover the truth of the Buddha's teachings. And we find out more that he also risked and sacrificed his life to make sure that this teaching was spread to the people of the world. Longpa Tamashio, in great gratitude and in love with the efforts of the great master, who having risked his life for this purpose, then dedicated the month of January to be the month where we would pay respect to each of the pilgrimage sites of our great master. And this is a good time, since this is the time where the Tamayatra monks who have ordained have a chance to come and have a procession, have a candle lighting procession. So this event is not just in honor of Longpu, but it's in honor of Buddhism, bringing out the revival of Buddhism, bringing out people to come and honor the Buddhism and the tradition of Buddhism that we have here in Thailand, not just for themselves, not just for the Sangha, but to show the world that Buddhism is still well and alive. It's still relevant because Buddhism teaches about how one can attain the true peace, to be free from the sufferings, and to make the world a place where we can live together happily, and to, in the end, free ourselves from our internal defilements and to find a path out of the cycle of rebirth. So I would like to read about the thought that Longpu had at that time during the vow before we switch to our main program. At that time, he thought that whatever happens, I will risk my life here to attain even a tiny part of the truth that the Buddha knew. That will be my virtue, and I will continue to dedicate my life to as a offering of ordination to Buddhism. Longpu himself is a person of great virtue because anytime he has made a vow, he has steadfastly maintained it without ever turning back on his word. And so he's truly the great master of Kunyai, Longpa Tamashayo, and Longpa Tata, who all are here to pay respect and to honor him. So in about 5 minutes, we will begin the candle lighting session. If you're here with us today in this program, make sure I actually have a little prayer emoji that you can send in your Zoom chat. So let's send a prayer emoji in the Zoom chat to let everyone know that you are ready for today's activity. Let them know that you have the energy and you are ready to light candles in this event. Send a prayer emoji to let people know that, oh, you've also brought a candle in order to pay respect to our great master for today, who in the end risked his life to pay respect to the Lord Buddha and to make sure that he taught and was able to attain the same method of enlightenment that the Buddha had himself used to learn about the truth of the world, which is why we call Longpu the rediscover of the Dhammakaya method, which is the method of meditation that the Lord Buddha used. So and if you are new here, if you are learning more about the Dhammakaya method, once you're practicing meditation, just simply allow for your mind to feel relaxed, at ease, and follow through with the natural state of the mind, allowing it to come to a standstill, being unwavered by thoughts. And it looks like the main program is beginning, so I would like to rejoice in the merits of everyone as we switch to the main program. Sadhu.
บางคลองบางนางแท่นตามทำนองต้องสาธยาย
In reality, the minds of all human beings are filled with greed, especially the five central desires, which enables all human beings to be in a continuous cycles of love karma. Only those who have spent many lifetimes accruing merit could see that the monastic life is the only way to eradicate all defilements of the minds.
ในช่วงเวลาจากนี้ไปครับขอเรียนเชิญสาธุชนผู้มีบุญทั่วทุกมุมโลกนะครับได้ส่งใจไปยังณศูนย์กลางพิธีณเบื้องหน้าพระมหาธรรมกายเจดีย์พระมหาเจดีย์พระพุทธเจ้าล้านพระองค์ ในพิธีจุดประทีปถวายเป็นพุทธบูชาบูชาธรรมพระมงคลเทพมุนีสดจันทสโรพระผู้ปราบมารระลึกถึงอนุสรณ์สถานลำดับที่2คลองบางหนังแท่นสถานที่ตั้งมโนปณิธานบวชตลอดชีวิตครับในช่วงนี้ขอเรียนเชิญทุกท่านนะครับร่วมกันประกอบพิธีกรรมโดยพร้อมเพรียงกันเรียนเชิญครับ
ธรรมพระมงคลเทพมุนี สดจันทสโลพระผู้ปราบมารโครงการธรรมยาตราปีที่10วันอาทิตย์ที่9มกราคมปีพุทธศักราช2565เพื่อน้อมรำลึกถึงอนุสรณ์สถานที่ตั้งมโนปณิธาน
At this time, the presiding monk is making his way towards the stage. We would like to invite all of these Sangha members to turn towards the Mahatma Jaidiya and invite all of the lay people who are joining us through Zoom and online to sit and be prepared to pay respect to the Mahatmagaya Jaidiya. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Now we would like to invite all of the patrons to pay respect to the Sangha at the same time. Bow, bow, bow.
สัมมา
Let's
สัม
pay
พุท
respect
โธ
to the
ภะ
triple
คะวา
gem.
อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวา
พุทธังภคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิ
พุทธังภคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิ
สวากขาโตภคะวะตาธัมโม
สวากขาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโม
ธัมมังนัมสสามิ
ธัมมังนัมสสามิ
สุปฏิปันโนภคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆ
สุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆ
สังฆังนะมามิ
สังฆังนามามิ
หันธรรมยังพุทธัสสะภะคะวะโต ปุปภาคณมการังกโรมาเส
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
เดี๋ยวเรานั่งสมาธิกันก่อนนะ
Now we will begin a brief meditation.
I would like to invite everyone whether presiding here, the Makai Temple, or in to cultivate peace and purity through meditation together. Invite everyone who are cultivating meditation at the moment to cultivate community along with their monks. So let's begin with adjusting your sitting posture comfortably. Close your eyes gently and bring your mind back to be within yourself at the center of the body. Imagine if there are two threads, and the first one is going through your navel from the front to the back, and the other one passing through your body from the right to the left until both of the threads intersect in the middle of your body. The center of the body is located about 2 finger width above that point. Imagine if you place your index finger and middle finger on top of it. Or just keep your feeling, observing your sense of ease and comfort in the middle of your abdomen. And keep aware of that sensation very comfortably. Because in meditation, it begins with relaxation. It starts from body relaxation. So please relieve every muscle from tension until your whole body feels relaxed. Then allow your mind to slowly unwind by detaching yourself from all affairs and matter. Remind yourself as if you just take a break or take a vacation, and aware that you are right here, so comfortably and relaxingly, with your mind, your consciousness within yourself at the center, while remain relaxed, comfortable, and at ease. As time goes by, that level of peace inside will accumulate within you. The mind will be calm, at ease, and just continue with that peace. When the mind returns to be with you deep inside, you'll be in touch with that peace energy inside you that is growing more and more. The great master, Phramongkolthepmuni, discovered that the center of the body is the source of peace, brightness, and true happiness of life. It is also the gateway towards the enlightenment. As when the Lord Buddha sat down to meditate under the Bodhi tree, that's where the Buddha kept his mind still until he attained enlightenment. So while you are maintaining your mind still within you, imagine the candlelight that you are about to light in homage to the Buddhas. Imagine as if you are lighting the candle here at the Grand Meditation Square in front of the Satya. Feel that candlelight shining bright within you, warmly, with your mind still, steadily, with your body relaxed and comfortable. That candlelight we lit within our mind will also be in honor of the great master, Phramongkolthepmuni. That candlelight will eradicate sufferings, obstacles, miseries in our life. It will brighten up our mind, our lives. The benefits of offering lanterns will endow the giver with bright eyes, intelligence, and wisdom. and you may make wishes to attain that knowledge of peace within you, enlightenment. Tonight, after the end of the candle lighting, the community of monks from around the world will recite a ritual blessing for all of us to hear that sacred sound of the chanting to purify our body, speech, and mind. So please remain your mind deep inside, still, steadily, soft, and gentle inside. Keep your body relaxed, your mind at ease. As tonight, we are here together to meditate, to recollect the event when the great master pledged the vow, take lifelong monkhood at Klong Bangnaten Canal. So while we are about to light the candle later on, keep your body relaxed, at ease, keep your mind still, softly and gently inside, with the candlelight shining within. Your mind stands still, peacefully deep inside, and the brightness already appear within you. So now I would like to invite all of the monks and people around the world to recite the words of offerings of lanterns all together.
Saภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะอุกาสะข้าพเจ้าทั้งหลาย
May
ข
we
อน้อมรวมใจ
come together
ถ
in
วาย
offering
การ
to make an offering on this auspicious occasion, which has been passed down by 2,600 years of Buddhist tradition in this blessed land. May we, who are united, conduct accordingly the tradition of our ancestors, to maintain aspirations in glorifying Buddhism continuing the path of the Mara vanquisher and accumulating merit and perfection, at this time, may we, from the act of candle lighting, as an offering of gratitude, in honor of the great master, Phramongkolthepmuni, Chantasaro, Mara vanquisher, in declaration for the restoration of Buddhism, to prosper back once more, as in the time of the Buddha era. Let this land be prosperous in glory and radiance. May all beings of the world attain the Dhammakaya within and steadfast awareness by the teachings of the Lord Buddha, of Buddhism, enduring throughout, lasting forever and more. Sadhu.
อีกสักครู่ท่านประธานสงฆ์คือท่านพระครูสมุทานินปุญญะนันท์
Now at this time, the presiding monk will light the major candles. We would like to invite all of the Dhammayatra monks to pay respect and wait until after the presiding monk has light the candles before we will light the candles in front of us.
ขอกราบอาราธนาพระธรรมยาตราทุกรูปได้จุดประทีปในโอกาสนี้ครับ
Now we invite all of the Dhammayatra monks and lay people to light their candles in front of us.
ท่านให้ร่มเงาเพื่อให้เราร่มเย็นเชกดังเช่นธรรมเมฆบนนภาเราร่มเย็นเป็นสุขทุกเวลาด้วยบุญญาพระมงคลเทพมุนีคำสอนสั่งครั้งท่านมีชีวิตอยู่ยังก้องหูกูเสียงธรรมนำวิถีให้เราได้ใส่ใจสร้างบารมีอยู่ตรงที่ศูนย์กลางกายภายในตนทำอย่างนี้ทั้งนั่งนอนยืนเดินอย่าได้ละเลอเพลอทุกแห่งหนในไม่ช้าบุญญากล้าจะได้ยนต์ทางมรรคผลพ้นภัยพานมารบีทา ให้ร่มเงาเพื่อให้เราร่มเย็นเช่นดังเช่นธรรมเมฆบนนภาเราร่มเย็นเป็นสุขทุกเวลาด้วยบุญญาพระมงคลเทพมุนีคำสอนสั่งเครื่องท่านมีชีวิตอยู่ยังก้องหูกูเสียงธรรมนำวิธีให้เราได้ใส่ใจสร้างบารมีอยู่ตรงที่ศูนย์กลางกายภายในตนทำอย่างนี้ทั้งนั่งนอนยืนเดินอย่าได้เลินเล่อเพลอทุกแห่งหนในไม่ช้าบุญญากล้าจะได้ยนทางมรรคผลพ้นภัยพานใครโน้จะสอนสั่งดังทันได้เกิดแก่ตายหลายล้านหนไม่อาจหามาพบแล้วแก้วกายทำนำชีวาด้วยมหากรุณาของท่านด้วยมหากรุณาของท่าน
ขอกราบราธนาพระธรรมยาตราและท่านสาธุชนทั่วโลกได้กล่าวคำสรรเสริญคุณของพระมงคลเทพมุนีสดจันทสโรพระผู้ปราบมาร
Now we invite all the Sangha members and lay people to come and rehearse and rejoice in the virtues of the great master Phramongkolthepmuni.
รรู้แจ้งพระเจ้าวินรอทวินจะรวมพลยิ่งรู้มั่งผลอนุสรณ์พระตนผ่านยอมนิยมแม่มาแม่มีแปรพันรักสุดทุกคืนวันสลายวันที่มีใจท่านมีวันไหวจะขยายพระศาสีสร้างรักและคนดีผู้รามีตลอดชนจะสรรเสริญสู่เจริญนิพพานพระมงคลเทมุนีวิชิตมาอวยชัยมาลายโสที่ระรูปไปผ่านสมสุขเกษมสันต์อาณาจักรพระพันมีรู้แจ้งพระธรรมรู้วิชาพระชินสีเปี่ยมยาบารมีสุขสันต์นิรันด
ตั้งใจกล่าวคำอธิษฐานจิตจุดโคมประทีปพร้อมๆกันนะด้วยบุญกุศล
ด้วยบุญกุศล
ที่ข้าพเจ้าทั้งหลาย
May the merit of the fruit from lighting lanterns in homage of the Buddha, in homage to the Buddha, in homage to the great master Phramongkolthepmuni, Sochantasaro, Mara Vanquisher, with this merit, may all people of all countries and people of the world be safe and healthy and free from illness and suffering, including COVID-19. May all of us have a prosperous and bright life. Like the brightness of these lanterns, may we have a successful life and work and achieve what we desire. May we have a strong health and long life. Be able to pursue perfections for a long time. May we have safe trips wherever we go. May we have happiness and joy in the pursuit of perfections. May we be welcomed everywhere we go, be respected by humans and celestial beings. May we be reborn in a noble class, in a country in which Buddhism prospers, into a wise family that is well-to-do and virtuous, being able to support Buddhism. May we attain Dhammakaya at a young age and be able to maintain until the attained state until the last. May we be endowed with supreme physical attributes, supreme wealth, supreme birth, fortune, social status, praise, and happiness. May we know the path of Nibbana. Nibbana pacayo hotu. Now at this time, we will apply the teachings of Luang Pu, Wat Bak Nam, to the center of our bodies by receiving a blessing by the Sangha members in the world, including Sangha members in Thailand and including Sangha members around the world, for prosperity, for health, for all good fortune. At this time, we would like to invite the Sangha members to come and invite all of the Tamayatra members to give a blessing. And we would like to invite the patrons and all attendees to chant along in this occasion.
Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassaพุทธังสารนังคัจฉามิธัมมังสารนังคัจฉามิสังฆังสารนังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิพุทธังสารนังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิธัมมังสารนังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิสังฆังสารนังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิพุทธังสารนังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิธัมมังสารนังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิสังฆังสารนังคัจฉามิ ยังกินจิวิตังหิทวาปุรังวาสังเกสุวายังรัตนังมณีตังนโนสมังมาติตถาคเตนะอิตัมปิพุทเทรัตนังมณีตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวาทิโหตุขยังวิราคังอมตังปณิตังยถาชคาสากยมุนีสมาหิตัวนะเตนะธรรมเมนะสมาธิกินจิตัมปิธรรมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุยัมบุญนะเสตัวปริวันนะยิสุจิงสมาธิมานันตริกัญญมาอุสมาธินาเตนะสมโมนวิจติธรรมปิธรรมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุเยปุคลาอัตตสตังปัสสัทธาจัตตาริเอตานิยุคานิโหนติเตตากินายาสุขตัสสะสาวกาเอเตสุทินนานิมหาพลานิตัมปิสังเขรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุเยสุปยุตตามนัสสาทันเหนะนิกามิโนโกตมัสสาสนัมมิเตปฏิปัตตาอมตังวิคัยหลักตามุทานิปุติงบุญจมานาอิตัมปิสังเขรัตนังมณีตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุขีนังบุรานังนวังนาติสัมภวังวิราตจิตตายติเกภวะสมิงเตขีนปิชาอวิรุณิชันตานิพันติทิรายทายัมปฏิปัวอิธัมปิสังเขรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุโอชังโคสติสังขาตัวธรรมานังวิจโยตถาวิริยัมปิติปัสสติโพจังคาจตถาปเรสมาทุเปกโพจังคาสัตเตเตสัพพทาสินามุนินาสัมมตาคาตาปาวิตาปาหุลิกตาสังวาตันติอภิญญายนิพพานายจะโพธิยาเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัมปทาเอกสมิงสมัยเยนะโทโมคัลลานันจะกัสสปังคิลาเนตุกิเปติสวะโพจังเกสัตตเตสยิเตจตังอภินันติตวารโรธามุจิงสุตังคะเนเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัมปทาเอกทาตัมมราชาปิเกลันเยนะปิเปียริโตจุนดาเทเรนะตันเยวะปนาเปตวานาสาคารังสัมโพธิตวาจะอาภาธาตัมภาวุฒาสิกขานะโสเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัพพทาปะหินาเตจะอาปาทาตินันนัมปิมเหสินังมาคาทากิเลสาวะปาตานุปาติธรรมตังเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัพพทาอาหุงสหัสสมปิเนมิตัสสาวุตันตังกรีเมกะลังมุติตาโพรัสเส นะมารังกานาติธรรมวิธินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิมาราติเรกมปิโยจิตสาปราติงโกรัมปนาลวะกมะกมมทาจยากังกันติสุตันตวิตินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลาดินาราคิริงกัจวรังอติมาตะพุตังกาวาคิจากรรมสเนวสุตารุนันตังเมตังมุเสกวิตินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิโอคิตาคาธรรมติหาตสุทารุนันตังทาวันติโยจนะปะตังปุริมาลวันตังอิติปิสังคตมโนจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิกตวานากาตมุตรังนิวคาปินิยาจินจายตัวตวจนังชนะกายมาเจสันเตนะโสมวิตินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิสัจจังวิหายมติสัจจตวาทะเกตุงวาทาปิโรติตมนังอติอันทภูตังปัญญาปฏิปัจจลิโตจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานินันโทปนันทพุชกังวิพุทังมหิติงกุเตนะเทระพุชเกนะตมาปยันตัวเอตัวปเทสวิทินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิทุกขาหาทิติพุชเกนะสุทาตาหัตถังพรามังวิสุทธิจุติเมติปกาปิทานังญาณากเตนะวิทินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิเอตาปิพุทธชยมังคลาอัตถคาทายโยวาจโนทินาทิเนสารเตมะตันเทอิตวานเนกวิวิธานิจุปัตตวานิโมขังสุขังอธิคมายนะโรสะปัญโยมหาการุณิโกนาโทอิตายะสัพพปานินังปุเรตวาปารมีสัพพปะตัวสัมโพธิมุตตมังเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโหตุเตชยมังคลังชยันตัวโพธิยามุเลสักยานังนันทิวัตโนเอวังตวังวิจโยโหอิจยาสุจยมังคเลอปาราชิตาปัลลังเกสีเสปัตวิโภคะเลอภิเสเกสัพพพุทธานังอาคาปะตัวปโมทติสุนาคาตังสุมังคลังสุปาปาตังสุโหติตังสุขโนสุโมโหตัวจัสุยิทังพระมจาริสุปตากินังกายกรรมังวาจากรรมังปตากินังปตากินังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปตากินาปตากินานิกตวานลปันตาเตปตากิเนภวตุสัพพมังคลังรังกันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนัสสทธาโส ติภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพธรรมานุภาเวนัสตตาโสติภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนัสตตาโสติภวันตุเต
ต่อจากนี้ไปให้ลูกทุกคนนั่งขัดสมาธิเดี๋ยวขาขวาทับขาซ้ายมือขวาทับมือซ้ายนิ้วชี้มือขวาจรดนิ้วหัวแม่มือข้างซ้ายวางไว้บนหน้าตักพอสบายๆหลับตาของเราเบาๆคลอดลูกพอสบายใครก็ตามที่เราใกล้จะหลับอย่าไปบีบเปลือกตาอย่ากดลูกในตานะจ๊ะแล้วก็ผ่อนคลายทุกส่วนร่างกายของเรานะจ๊ะทั้งเนื้อทั้งตัวให้รู้สึกสบายตั้งสบายตั้งผ่อนคลายขยับเนื้อขยับตัวของเราให้ดีนะจ๊ะให้เลือดลมในตัวของเราเดินได้สะดวกจะได้ไม่ปวดไม่เมื่อยต้องผ่อนคลายต้องสบายแล้วก็ทำใจให้ใสใจเย็นทิ้งทุกอย่างปล่อยวางทุกสิ่งนิ่งอย่างเดียวไม่ให้ใจไปเกาะไปเกี่ยวไปเหนี่ยวไปครั้งเรื่องอะไร
Until you feel that blood circulation flows smoothly from head to the toes. Until you are at a comfortable spot for yourself. Bring your mind to be with yourself, still within you, and free up your mind from all affairs and matters. Discard all matters about people, your jobs, your education, your family, or any other kinds of affairs. Allow this moment to free up your mind from all external matters until your mind returns to be calm, still, soft and gentle inside. Recall of the Great Master as if you are inviting the Great Master, Phramongkolthepmuni, to be here with you, guiding you, feeling as if the Great Master is here with you. Imagine if you can feel him at your center, in the middle of your abdomen. Imagine that the Great Master is here in meditation posture at your center, Keep your mind with the Great Master so gently. It could be any images of the Great Master that you are most familiar with. And continue to keep your mind steadily still. Let your mind be with the Great Master. Your mind and the Great Master are together as one at your center. Continue to keep aware of the Great Master within you while allowing yourself to be relaxed, comfortable, and at ease. The Klong Bang Mountain Canal Memorial is the place that was founded to commemorate when the Great Master pledged a vow to take lifelong monkhood at the age of 19 years old. It is the most important turning point of his life. Later on, from that turning point, he ordained as a monk and rediscovered the lost knowledge of the Lord Buddha, Vijayanagara, and spread it worldwide, and left this as the heritage for all of us. It's not easy for someone like the Great Master to be born. Tamara have tried not to let it happen. Because when people like the Buddha are born, he gave the whole teaching to free all beings from the cycle of existence. Still, there are still many other beings remain in this cycle. So that's why the Great Master made resolution to end it once and for all, to eliminate the whole cycle of existence and free all being absolutely to nirvana. That's why we named him the Mara Vanquisher, because of his intent, and it's not common and easy for someone to have that determination. So as you are here, please keep your mind still, softly and gently within you. Let your mind be in respect of the Great Master. You may recite the mantra Samma Arahant along while visualizing the Great Master by letting the sound Samma 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 to slowly and softly echoing from deep inside, alongside with the visualization of the Great Master, clear, bright, at your center. Maintain your mind still, so gently, softly inside, until the right time for us to continue our ceremony. So for now, please keep your mind steadily still within yourself with the Great Master. Maintain your mind steadily still at the center of your body, with your mind calm, clear, clear, and bright. That brightness comes from your merit of lighting lanterns in homage to the Buddhas and the Great Master Phramongkolthepmuni. Imagine the candlelight in front of you. Wherever you are at any part of the world, visualize the candle that you have. Let it illuminate at your center within you. The brightness inside will purify your body, speech, and mind. Will eradicate all miseries, all negativities that contaminate your life. Keep your mind with the candlelight radiating so warmly and brightly within you. That brightness within radiate happiness and joy. Let your whole body and mind immerse deeply into it. Soak your whole being until it is so overwhelmed and radiated all around. Just like the candlelight within you is radiating in all directions. Expand throughout the city, every city, throughout the whole country, and continue to expand and radiate across the globe, throughout the whole world. Allowing that candlelight of love and happiness inside to shed its light indefinitely across the universe, beyond all borders and limits. With your mind still remain steadily at the candlelight within you, casting your positive intents and wishes to all living beings, whether they are human or animal or spirits of any kind, in wholesome realm, in the unwholesome realms, wherever it is that have now experienced hardship and difficulties, may they be free from that suffering. May those who live with joy and bliss experience greater happiness, expands further and further from the center of yourself. For all the monks, you may recollect of the merit that you have cultivated as a monk, that you spend each and every single day worthily through your practice in accordance with the Buddhas. All the merit that you have cultivated, you may recall of that merit to be reached to all of your parents, relatives, and loved ones, whether they are already departed or still alive. May all of them be happier, to have bright view. If they are already departed, may they receive the share of this merit. Sharing with them all of your lost relatives and loved ones to enjoy greater happiness in the life here and after. for all of the lay devotees out here and today. You may sharing your merit to all of your relatives and friends to be happy, to be free of sickness and sadness. May this merit protect your family, as well as dedicating it to the deceased parents and relatives. With your mind, you may so clear, bright, expand, where you are sharing this loving kindness to all living beings who share the nature of sickness, aging, and death all around the plane. Arahantārāṁ Jyotaraham Pathahi Sapaso Sappaputthāna Bhavena Sappattamana Sappasthaṁkāra Bhavena Tathāsoti Bhavantu Te.
Sadhu. Sadhu. The presiding monk is now giving a speech on and a sermon on the importance of today's event and the site where Luang Pu made his first ordination vow for a lifetime. He says that the Dhammakaya Jhiriya is the place now bearing the brightness of the world due to the fact that we have the candle lighting session here today, but also including the brightness of the Dhamma within from everyone who has joined in this event, including those here at the event today, and including those who are joining through the online platform. Paying homage to those who deserves to be paid honor to, such as Luang Pu Wat Pak Nam, paying homage to those who deserve to be paid homage to means to think of him and place him at the center of our body, or to simply think of him, causing our mind and right mentality to become pristine, noble, steadfast, bright, and radiant. Those who we pay honor to are those that have power, who are scrupulous, including the Lord Buddha, building perfections for an aeons, 20 aeons. The Lord Buddha's wisdom sphere is vast, having the qualities of the Buddha, having insight into all realms of being with the eye of Dhamma that is pristine, having the eye of wisdom to eliminate suffering and to eliminate defilements, and being able to teach others to eliminate their own sufferings. That is the wisdom and the virtues that we pay homage to. The Buddha had trained himself until he was able to have the body, speech, and mind that is clean and scrupulous, causing for his defilements to become eliminated, of ignorance, of anger, of greed, at the final birth as becoming into the Lord Buddha. He was able to eliminate all of the defilements, and despite passing away, he left behind Buddhist relics which is now in front of us, contained in the celestial vehicle. Buddhist relics from the body of the Buddha on the right side of the vehicle possessing the golden Longpu statue. And this is evidence of the purity of the body's speech and mind. The Lord Buddha himself had great loving kindness and compassion for those who come being born into the world, transversing the cycle of samsara. Therefore, he has the intention to free all living beings from the cycle of rebirth. From his life, from attaining the Dhamma body until the end of passing into Nibbana, he used every moment to continue to propagate the Dhamma for the goal of having living beings free from their defilements and free from the cycle of samsara. Here at the Mahathamagaya Jaidiya, here containing 1 million Buddhas, statues, is a symbol of Buddhism, that the Buddha was able to attain the Dhamma body of the Arahant, attain enlightenment, and attain the Dhamma eye, attaining Nibbana, and coming together to have this event in place is a place allowing for us to pay respect, to pay honor to, and having such an event, including to pay homage to the Longpu Great Master, includes him being as a person we should pay homage to. Because he is one who is hard found in this world, he is more important than any ordinary person. He is an important figure in this world and in this galaxy because he had made the resolution from the beginning in order to attain the same Dhamma as the Lord Buddha, to attain enlightenment and to teach the world that hell exists, heaven exists, the path to Nibbana exists, and it is a way that we can attain, which can be attained through the act of meditation, that is, bringing your mind to come to a standstill at the center of the body. Therefore, Longpu, Phramongkolthepmuni, Sochantasaro, Mara Vanquisher, he is a person, therefore, is one we should greatly pay homage to. And in this day, in coming together for this event, in front of the Mahathammakaya Jediya, including those who are joining us through the online program, in this day, we can be compared to ones who have gained an unlimited and aeons of merit. So we would like to rejoice in everyone's merit today. Sadhu. The fruitions of paying respect to those who need to be paid respect to will bear great merits and fruition of benefits to those who have joined, asking for all of us to have a steady, unwavering mind, a faith in the triple gem, causing for us to have great encouragement, willpower to pursue perfections throughout until the end of each lifetime. Sadhu. What can we do to become like the Buddha who attained the enlightenment, to be like our great master who attained the Dhammakaya? May we all attain the Dhammakaya. Sadhu. Therefore, in this day, this is a great, wholesome day, the great Dhamma light that has arose in the hearts of all of the people, symbolized with the candle lit in front of us, lit with respect and in homage of the Great Master, warns us and reminds us of the importance, causing for our mind to have only nobleness, nobility, and brightness throughout our life. Sadhu. It was only yesterday that the Dhammayatra monks, each one of you, were able to walk in the Dhammayatra procession on the second time in order to pay homage to in memoriam of the area where Longpu made the resolution to ordain for the rest of his life at Klong Bang Nang Teng, and including for those who have joined us in this Zoom program, coming to welcome the Dhammayatra monks. This is a picture causing us to be joyful, filled with happiness. Let's enjoy the video that we have of yesterday's procession. The presiding monks ask if everyone is joyful and would like to rejoice in the merits of everyone. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. The presiding monk would like to congratulate and praise the efforts of the Tamayatra monks who have come and walked in the procession yesterday. He praises that they look serene, composed, appropriate for an ascetic and a Buddhist monk who are training themselves. It has been noticed that the number of Buddhist activities during this time has been greatly limited. However, this event and Tamayatra event happening, which involves 77 provinces across Thailand, can be held as the greatest number of Buddhist ordination ever in the world to this date of so many more monks. And so he would like to rejoice in everyone's merit. And he commends the Tamayatra monks who are each a representative of their province to come and meditate. It is considered to be a miraculous event that every monk coming from different backgrounds, different provinces, north, south, city, are able to come and stay together happily. Something that the presiding monk noticed is that in the expression of all of the monks, seeing each monk, he can know that each of the monks had placed their minds steadfast at the center of their body, thinking in honor of Long Pu, paying homage to our great master. Therefore, having so many monks come and ordaining together, he would like for all of the monks to have loving kindness towards together through action, through speech, and through intention, to love each other and to give forgiveness to one another, because we do not divide by caste, we do not divide by status. We are all children of the Lord Buddha. Therefore, in this event today, happening in today's world, this can be considered a miraculous event. Therefore, may everyone have a heart filled with faith. But those with faith, may they be filled more with faith, allowing for Buddhism to be raised high as for all humans and all devas to witness. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. In this day, having lighted the candles is a event where lighting the candles in honor of the place where Luang Pu made the vow and resolution to ordain for the rest of his life. The presiding monk will now read a sermon given by the abbot of Wat Pratamagaya, Luang Po Tamashayo, in memoriam of the canal Bang Nang Teng. The The Klong Banang Ten Memoriam in the Khon Pathom province is the place where we have established together to pay homage to Long Bu Son, the Mar Vanquisher, who has rediscovered the Dhammakaya method. This canal, it is here at this canal that he set the aspiration to be ordained for the rest of his life at the age of 19, which was a major turning point in his life. Songpo Sot, the Mara Vanquisher, while he was still a layman, he had the career as a rice merchant. He sailed to do business until the age of 19 years. On the way back to Suphanburi province to his home, cruising across the Bang Nang Ten Canal, in order to make a shortcut back home, this canal before was crowded with thieves in order to loot those cruising back home from this route. Therefore, those who have passed on this canal, know that causing him to think, here everyone are subject to birth, aging, and death, especially those who are close to us, our ancestors, and our grandparents. They have also traded in the similar way. They have gained wealth, but after death, they weren't able to take it back with them. The only thing they can take back with them is merit and demerit. If we do like our ancestors, we would have to find money for the rest of our lives, make a living. I will not do that. Now I am still strong, having been born as a human, having the chance to learn about Buddhism. I should spend the rest of my life where we do not know how much life we have life for, because death has no sign of coming. What we should do is do life's greatest benefit, which is ordaining as a monk. The life of a monk is the most sublime life of human birth, especially having the chance to learn and be born in the Buddhist era. And in order to continue the age of Buddhism, I will go out and ordain. During this time passing the canal of Bang Nang Ten, he studied at the front of the boat and had his crew come back to the back of the boat. Thieves are ones who would attack the front. He had the thought that, however, this property belongs to me. I will not let others risk their lives to protect his own property. Therefore, he switched places with his henchmen in order to risk his own life to protect. At that time, he made the resolution, if I survive, I will ordain. And having ordained, I will ordain for the rest of my life. I will remain in a monkhood until the end of my life, which is a great aspiration and a great resolution that does not happen to anyone easily. However, it happens to those with the heart of a bodhisattva, including our own Lord Buddha when he was the Prince Siddhartha, who was still traveling at that time in the royal park, and having seen the 4 marks of existence. At that time, Long Bu, who had made his resolution at the age of 19, the vow to spend the rest of his life in ordination. Then, having been born, he was being able to be born newly, that is, being born into monkhood, attaining the Dhammakaya, propagating and continuing to vanquish Mara until the end of his life. He was able to spread and propagate the Dhammakaya method until the Dhammakaya temple was built today. Here, we would like to announce a declaration of grace and honor Long Bu Sot with respect and reverence, because he is a person who must be paid honor to. For someone with him, and for us, it is not something that happens easily. The emergence of Phongpusot is not an easy matter because Mara tries its best to prevent the birth of Phongpu to be born because they are scared of the Mara vanquisher. The word Mara vanquisher, therefore, is important and is not one that happens easily. Therefore, it is appropriate for us to come and pay honor to Phongpusot in announcing and declaring the honor and offering homage of the pilgrimage path of the Mara Vanquisher to come about here in this month of January, including this Bang Nang Teng Canal, which we will pay homage to. Therefore, this will be an inspiration for all of the children and heirs of Buddhism in the Tamayatra army to born at two levels, that is, more to be ordained on the outside and to be ordained within. May the Tamayatra tradition create prestige for a long time. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. From this sermon that the abbot of Wat Pratamagaya has given, Prat Tamayatra, the monks who have joined in front of us today, especially that the Bangnangchen Canal is an important place due to being the place where Longpu made the vow of lifelong ordination. Without this area, there would be no other places to come afterwards. Longpu, Mara Vanquisher, he was born in the province of Sangpinang, Suphanburi. Truly, the history of Longpu Wat Phaknam, having been born, he was born into a family that has right view, that is Buddhist and upholds Buddhism. From a young age, Longpu was able to train himself thoroughly and consistently from such a young age, continuously. And he is the oldest son in the family, fulfilling his duties at home, fulfilling his duties conscientiously. However, Longpu, the turning point happening in Longpu's life when his father passed away while Longpu was at the age of 14. Longpu at that time was a teenager. However, he had to fulfill the duties of his father as a rice merchant. Now let's imagine for everyone being at the age of 14 to bear the responsibility of the entire household and entire business as if they were the owner. What kind of responsibility would this be? It is extraordinary. Having gratitude and knowing one's gratitude towards one's father and mother, fulfilling, being the leader of the household, and the boat that Longpu used to carry and ferry the rice across from Suphanburi to Nakhon Pathom, which is a long distance here in Thailand. The presiding monk mentions that the ferrying route that Longpu takes is not a short distance, however, it is quite a long one. Having his crew take the most dangerous position to protect the loot, Long Bu would not let that happen. He will help his henchmen, his crewmen, but he did not know if the crewmen would be able to survive having been at the area to take care of the loot. Therefore, he switched with his crew. Having that thought at the age of 19, the canal is narrow, the robbers are feral. Having this thought, Long Bu, noticing that as dark as it was, the robbers were the most dangerous at that point. Even though so many people have passed this point, however, Long Bu at that time had the wisdom of a bodhisattva, knew at that time that if they were to be attacked by robbers, his sense told him that they would not survive. Not a single life would survive at that time. Because this wealth caused great risk to his life, but in the end, what did he return? For this wealth he worked so hard for, but having died, he would not be able to take this wealth with him. He felt that then he would live his life in vain. At that point, Long Bu made the decision to make a resolution to vow a lifelong ordination at that point in Bang Na Teng, if he were able to survive through that canal. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. The presiding monk would like for all the Tamayatra monks and all of the people to come and experience to come and enjoy this video of the canal. Uncountable people have passed through this canal, but one person passed this canal was able to have the intention that he will not die. At that point, he must fulfill the duty of ordaining as a monk first before dying. And if he were to ordain, he will not leave the monkhood. This vow and this resolution followed him for the rest of his life. Like this canal where water flows but does not flow backwards, it is like the time of life that as life flows onwards, we do not get the time returned back to us. Therefore, Long Bu will make the most value of his life to fill it with virtue, setting up the resolution to ordain for the rest of his life. May please everyone view this memorial MV.
nay mây buồn mang thơm má ơi xuồng traiเก็บหอมไว้ให้กับตนหาข้ามพ้นวังวนแห่งกรรม
สาธุสาธุ
Sadhu, sadhu. This has been given us a reminder that He is one who has gratitude, who has responsibility towards His caretakers and guardians, including His mother and father, of supreme level, having the being brave enough to protect his crewmen, the presiding monk, would like to know and to reflect on these virtues of Longpu, who is one who has the gratitude and responsibility. And on the screen here it says the virtues of Longpu that we can see here at the canal, which is the first one saying that he has gratitude and respect. And we can see that from the age of 14. He has taken care of the business, taken care of the employees. We have to consider how much he has in virtue, that is, in loving kindness, in responsibility, in order to inherit the family business, to allow them to continue to prosper. Who therefore is one who has the strength and willpower to sacrifice. And that is the second point being made on the slide. He has a mindset that is and a perspective that is wider than most in order to give up his life, to search in the truth of life. Having this perspective to having the perspective, then he was able to put that and to make a goal for himself and make a resolution. Life as a person for Longpu. he was one who would be able to find fulfillment in the life of a layperson. However, at Bang Nang Ten Canal, this is a symbol that whether people of the world, whoever they may be, a good person that has the ability to be a leader, finding fulfillment and success in life. When we see this canal, and if we see the life, do not forget to recollect and reflect on Luang Pu Wat Pak Nam. We may only see a canal, an ordinary canal. However, this is not an ordinary canal. Luang Pu, who was both good, both competent, he had a good status, finding fulfillment and successful business. However, he still gave up all of this in order to ordain at the age of 22. Having prepared his family to be able to continue on, he was able to ordain, leaving behind a family, inheritance, and a business in good hands. Therefore, this canal is quite a long distance from the province of Gangpinong, the home of Luang Pu. What we can see here, we can view the distance of the canal. We can see here that it is definitely a long distance. Having to take care of a ferry carrying one's goods at where the water is slow and the night is dark, it definitely takes time. We can see here, this is the canal of Bang Nang Teng, which is a shortcut which that Luang Pu took in order to shorten this distance. But here, this is the place where he took the boat. Here, it is the place where Luang Po Tamashio, abbot of Wat Pratamagaya, would like to pay homage to, because this is where he made the resolution to ordain. Even though it's in this life, we may have the merit, no different from the years passing by. Sadhu, sadhu, Luang Pu having made a resolution here because he saw the value of learning Dharma and meditating, that this is the most noblest and supreme life. Therefore, he would like to invite all of the people in the world who he would like to invite the Tamayatra monks who are here today, if they are not burdened by any matters. He would like to invite them all to come and to ordain for a long time. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. For any Tamayatra monks who necessitate to shorten their duration of ordaining as a monk in this 10th year anniversary, he would like to advise them to make as much merit as they can during this time as each day passes. If we do not continue steadfastly meditate and train ourselves, we would not get the full amount of merit. He would like to have all of the monks to have as much happiness as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. This is a second candle lighting session. There are 5 candle lighting sessions left. Each day passes by quickly. Sadhu. Here in this way, if there were no lay people making the merit and giving, as people who offer food, offer necessities, as well as supporting the efforts of the Tamayatra monks, to not have to worry about anything, having the full time to practice and to attain a Dhamma. The presiding monk would like to rejoice in the merits of all of the lay people, all the attendees here today, and would like for all the Tamayatra monks in Tamagaya, in other provinces, would like to invite the Tamayatra monks to rejoice in the merits of those laymen who have the faith in the triple gem. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May the benefits and fruition of this merit at this time to give food, to give merit, allowing for the success of this event. May all of the people in the world have good, long health, are fortunate in wealth, in Dhamma wealth, in age, health, and happiness. May they have the eye to see Dhamma and attain the Dhamma quickly. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Therefore, at this time, would like to invite all of us to come and to view the memorial MV of this canal.
สรณ์สถานลำดับที่2สถานที่ตั้งมโนปณิธานบวชตลอดชีวิตอนุสรณ์สถานคลองบางนางแท่นอำเภอสามพรานจังหวัดนครปฐมตั้งตระหง่างดงามเคียงคู่สายน้ำแห่งประวัติศาสตร์ณคลองบางนางแท่นนี้คือจุดสำคัญที่เป็นจุดเปลี่ยนครั้งยิ่งใหญ่ในชีวิตของพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่พระผู้ปราบมารสถานที่แห่งเดียวในโลกที่หนุนเนื่องนำท่านสู่ร่มกาสาวพัสโดยย้อนไปเมื่อครั้งที่พระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่อายุได้19 ปีในขณะที่ล่องเรือเปล่าหลังจากค้าข้าวเสร็จจนมาถึงคลองบางนางแท่นซึ่งเป็นคลองปลีกและมีโจรผู้ร้ายชุกชุมในขณะนั้นมีเพียงเรือของท่านลำเดียวที่แล่นเข้าไปในคลองเหตุการณ์ครั้งนั้นที่อาจนำท่านไปสู่มรณะภัยทำให้ท่านได้คิดถึงความตายอยู่ตลอดเวลาจนบังเกิดเป็นธรรมสังเวชขึ้นในใจท่านจึงได้ตั้งอธิษฐานจิตว่าขออย่าให้เราตายเสียก่อนขอให้ได้บวชเสียก่อนเถิดถ้าบวชแล้วไม่สึกตลอดชีวิตพื้นแผ่นดินที่เชื่อมต่อสายน้ำณคลองบางนางแท่นคือจุดสำคัญที่นำพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่ก้าวสู่เส้นทางธรรมกล่าวได้ว่าบุคคลเช่นท่านคือผู้มีดวงปัญญาที่หาได้ยากยิ่งเพราะจะมีสักกี่คนบนโลกที่ประสบกับมรณะภัยแล้วคิดที่จะออกบวชเพื่อแสวงหาหนทางหลุดพ้นโดยภายหลังจากที่ท่านได้บวชก็มุ่งบำเพ็ญสมณธรรมไม่ขาดเลยแม้เพียงวันเดียวจนกระทั่งได้เข้าถึงพระธรรมกายได้รู้ได้เห็นเกี่ยวกับความเป็นจริงของชีวิตและตระหนักถึงคุณค่าของการปฏิบัติท่านจึงเผยแผ่วิธีการเข้าถึงพระธรรมกายจนตลอดชีวิตซึ่งเป็นประโยชน์และเป็นที่พึ่งให้แก่ชาวโลกนับเป็นความปลื้มปีติและเป็นบุญใหญ่สุดจะประมาณที่ได้น้อมนำใจตามรึกระลึกถึงเส้นทางแห่งประวัติศาสตร์ที่งดงามด้วยชีวประวัติอันทรงคุณค่าของพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่พระผู้ปราบมารมหาปูชนียาจารย์ผู้มีพระคุณอันประเสริฐผู้ชี้หนทางสว่างให้แก่ชาวโลกและมีมโนปณิธานที่จะปราบมารไปให้ถึงที่สุดซึ่งเป็นอุดมการณ์ที่ยิ่งใหญ่เกินกว่าที่ใครจะกล้าคิดอย่างท่านจึงนับเป็นบุญญาลาภอย่างยิ่งที่ได้มีโอกาสมาเชื่อมดวงใจเชื่อมสายบุญไว้กับท่านร่วมประกาศเส้นทางอันประเสริฐของท่านซึ่งเป็นเส้นทางที่จะนำมวลมนุษยชาติไปพบกับหลักปฏิบัติเพื่อการเข้าใจถึงเป้าหมายที่แท้จริงในการมาเกิดเป็นมนุษย์
ข
สาธุสาธุ
Sadhu,
สาธุ
sadhu. Buddhism will become stronger and prosperous when all of the communities of Buddhism come together as one, including the wise men, including the laymen, including the Sangha, and including those who have merit in Thailand, outside of Thailand. The abbot Longpo Tamashiyo has given a gift to all of the people attending and has given a gift during the time the presiding monk would like to invite the Tamayatra monks and those who have merit within the country, in the world, in the universe, to announce the words that all of the Buddhist communities must come together like the sun in the sky. All of the Buddhist communities must come together in unity like the sun who only has one sun. All the Buddhist communities must come together in unity like the sun. All the Buddhist communities must come together in unity like the sun that bears only one sun in the sky. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. The canal we paid homage to, Long Pu, was able to change his life with the vow that he made. Like the Lord Buddha, who had the merit and had the wisdom to know, having known that discernment and thinking bears the beginning of goodness. At this time, the presiding monk would like if one thinks ahead, do not think negatively, do not think to retreat or to withdraw. Once we begin to think good and think positive, we have power. Think again, think newly. Make sure to think positively and think good. Think to pursue perfections and to make merit. Thinking to be attached to the great master makes one noble. Thinking to honor the Phramongkolthepmuni will receive only goodness in every lifetime back to us until the end of the utmost Dhamma. Sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu. Now we will make a resolution, Bundai, by this merit that I performed on this occasion. Due to this merit and in dedication to others, may I attain the ninefold Dhamma immediately as I am still residing and must traverse the cycle of rebirth. May I be like the bodhisattvas who are true, receiving the prophecy by the Lord Buddha, by the virtue of lacking the 18 unfortunate traits. May I shun away the fivefold dread, be delightful in keeping the precepts, become detached from the five sensual pleasures, refrain from harmful intoxicants, that is the sense pleasure. May I be not relying on false view, relying on only right view, not associating with fools, associating only with the wise. May I become a source of goodness, which are faith, mindfulness, shame of sin, fear of sin, persistence, and patience. May I not fall under the power of foes, never be fooled or unreasoned. May I understand well the causes of success and failure, and be quick in comprehending the Dhamma. May I be able, encountering no obstacles, in Dhamma one should know, like a wind blowing in the air. May all intentions of mine that are wholesome, may they come true easily. All the things that I have declared occur to me in every lifetime. In every lifetime, whenever a Buddha who announces the Dhamma to end suffering arises in the world, at that time, may I be free from bad karma, have an opportunity to attain enlightenment. May I be born a human of pure gender, ordained as a monk. May I prefer to keep the precepts have precepts, upheld, and maintained Buddhism of the Lord Buddha, may I attain the Dhamma easily, attain enlightenment instantly, knowing the truth of the Arahants, possessing Dhamma, having Visha in the least. If there is no Buddha in that era, may my good acts accumulate fully. Accordingly, may I attain insight, attaining the most supreme and highest wisdom. Sabhe Sata, all living beings who have suffering, who share this life cycle, all alike, Avera, may you be happy, may not have retribution upon one another. Apayapata, may you be happy. Please do not harm one another. Anika, may you be happy. Do not have mental and physical suffering. Sukhi atanang pariharantu. May you have physical and mental happiness, keeping oneself free from all dangers and sufferings. All of you who have suffering, may all have happiness. All of you who are happy, may you have greater happiness. Sabhe Sata, all living beings, born from an egg, born from the womb, born from moisture, and born from spontaneous rising. May all of you come to receive the merit that we share. Sadhu. Nathu. The Buddha is our refuge.
ภวะคาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโม
ธัมมังนามัสสามิ
ธัมมังนามัสสามิ
ธัมโมเมนาโถพระธรรมเป็นที่พึ่งของเรา สุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆ
สุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆ
สังฆังนะมามิ
สังฆังนามามิ
สังโฆเมนาโถ พระสงฆ์เป็นที่พึ่งของเรา
เรียนเชิญสาธุชน
Now we would like to invite everyone to pay respect to the Sangha. Bow, bow, bow. Now we would like to invite all members of the Sangha to turn towards the Mahatmamakaya Jaiya to pay respect to the pagoda of 1 million Buddhas. Bow, bow, bow. Satu, satu, satu. So we have just finished the second pilgrimage site, which is the place that you have been able to witness through the music videos, not just only the original site, but you were able to come and witness the past of the pilgrimage sites where they were able to have a candle lighting at the canal where Luang Pu made his resolution. And for this year, you're also here as an attendee and as a witness to the candle lighting session that we had in honor, as the presiding monk has said, of someone who is worthy of being honored. And if you're joining the mainstream, you'll see that right now they're having fireworks in order to celebrate this event, and you can come and join and see the fireworks that are happening. And you may notice that at there, this is just if you join the mainstream, you will see the actually original Lotus Land Pagoda that they have in honor of Luang Pu's ordination site. For today, we have been able to be an attendee and join, whether through Zoom or whether you are a volunteer joining the candle lighting session there in the pagoda. And of course, I would like to invite everyone to just, during the month of January, to think of Luang Pu, whether relaxedly as an image or just to have him in your mind as a image of recollection. Because now that we are here at the second pilgrimage site, we will learn more and more about the great feats that Luang Pu has done, our great master has done, as in honor of rediscovering the meditation method of the Lord Buddha. And here we are coming together to show our respect for that. And so rejoice in the merits of everyone. And our next program will be the Tamayatra procession for the next site, which is the site where Luang Pu ordained and was reborn, as the presiding monk has said, into the life of monkhood. So we had paid respects to where he got the human body, and now we will pay respect to where he got the physical body in order to continue his life as a monk, so on and so forth. And so the procession will begin on Wednesday, January 11th. And then afterwards, we'll have another candle lighting session in honor of Luang Pu's ordination place and the province of Songpinang. So Anumotana Bun and rejoice in the merits of everyone. Maintain the mindfulness of Longpu at the center of your body to continue to reconnect and restore that energy. And we will be seeing you at our next procession. Satu and good night.